Hello and welcome to the Anime Menace Reacts. I am your host HenDiddy and I'm joined here today with my One Piece co-host Skeletony.
Hello.
And today we're going to be reacting to One Piece chapter 1120. That's a lot of numbers. Chapter titled Atlas. Do you think it's going to be about the Vegapunk Atlas or the world? The world Atlas.
I think it's going to be about the Vegapunk Atlas.
That would make sense. But starting us off, we have Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 10. Denjiro, Daimyo of Kibi, sentences the children. So I guess the children were acting up and he's going to give them their punishment.
I mean, they're already in the net, so.
They're already captured. Yamato looks like she's like pleading with him, like, oh, what are you doing to the kids? Moving
That's good.
into the chapter, we're starting off with a flashback.
26 years ago, Punk Hazard.
So this is before the explosion of Punk Hazard. And judging off the future panels, it's Clover yelling at Vegapunk. We all remember Clover?
No.
From Ohara, Robin's teacher.
Yes, I remember him now.
Please, Vegapunk, you simply must study the Void Century with us. There is a darkness there too deep for the world to leave unaddressed. The more we study it, the more we require experience in other fields. As you can see, I am a government scientist now. Quasar. I cannot give you any data. How many times have you been arrested by now? They know exactly where to find you. Surely you know why they continue to allow you to live. So this is 2 years before the destruction of Ohara.
Yeah.
It's because they're biding their time until they can round up and wipe out all of your friends. Pull back now, so what of the darkness? One cannot measure the good and evil of the past. There's Vegapunk on his good and evil spiel.
Yep.
I once saw a man with the name of D killed right before my eyes without warning. A man I was born and raised with. My older brother. No shot! Oda!
My true name is Clow D. Clover.
No
He's a friend.
shot!
I only survived because I lied. How is it right that a person can die simply for declaring the name they were given at birth? Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
Clover is part of the clan of D?
There is a secret history whose traces are continually erased. I will not help you with this, and I'll forget what you just said. The most I can do is tell you to be careful. I'll solve the mystery someday. The voices of the past will be heard. Oh my
I
god.
am still in shock right now.
The
Because
fact that
this is the
Clover
first
is
time we're
known-
finding out Clover, the second part of Clover's name. We only ever knew him as Clover until now. Like, we didn't know his name was Cloud Clover.
That's wow.
Oh my god. What's next? Nico Robin's gonna be Nico D. Robin?
No.
I mean, she's from Ohara.
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna have the will of, I don't think she's gonna have a D in her name.
She already
It
has.
just
She has the will of Ohara already.
Yeah.
So
Which is why I don't think she's
it
gonna
would
have
make sense if she ended up having the will of D, and the will that she inherited was Clover's.
it would, but
That
I
would
just
make
don't see
so
it.
much sense.
I just don't see it only from a standpoint of she's already from Ohara and it has the will of Ohara. Tossing on the will of D is like, okay, well now you're just giving her every single thing to work with, but
I
it's basically
mean,
her destiny to figure it out instead of having her work for
it
her.
was kind of same thing was kind of done with Luffy though.
Yeah, but Luffy was always Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, but I mean like the whole prophecy child and all that with the
Okay,
gum gum
adding
fruit.
adding Joy Boy into it was just
Yeah.
that was that was dumb, I'll say. It doesn't make sense to add in another layer to it. But that one's okay only because, oh wow, now we're playing into the whole, like, there is this cycle that has happened in the world government, and if Luffy's dream requires him to be king of the pirates, it only makes sense that he's going to have some way to get to it
Yeah.
easier.
Also, on the
22
topic of
years
One
ago.
Piece, I'm gonna be opening this can of mango flavor sparkling water for Nami with a fucked up lid, so this is gonna be fun.
And a terrible idea of a flavor instead of making it,
Like tangerine or
tangerine.
orange.
Yeah.
So
To continue on, 22 years ago.
the year O'Hara fell.
Did you hear about O'Hara in the West Blue? They're going to place a buster call on it. Ooh, I wish I could see the slaughter unfold.
Of
And
course,
then we
fucking
have,
Caesar.
yep, it's Clover the archaeologist. They finally caught him by the toe. Now, I'm not doing his laugh. Now, no one will dare study the void century again. It's a perfect example to scare them all off.
They say a single child escaped alive.
Really,
Surely you had
escape,
time to
Clover.
escape, Clover. No, he didn't.
Did you all just die? Or did you all die just to preserve this vast store of text for the future? It's preposterous. What lunatic would dare risk certain death to continue your research?
I mean,
Someone
the
said,
rest of the citizens, yeah, but Clover was shot in the head before he ever had a chance to defend.
yeah,
But that's
and
because
then
he
we
tried to speak the name of the ancient kingdom.
absolutely, and now we go back to
Present
modern
day.
present day.
Someone once said that the voices of the past will be heard. History is told by the winners. And we see Zeph and Patty,
Yep,
and the voices of the losers at the bottom of the sea are so very faint. But the truth that was gleaned, I can't. Is that the Goa Kingdom? Or no, that's
I.
the bridge. That's the bridge
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
where Robin was sent
Mm-hmm.
at the cost of so much sacrifice. As we have Robin crying again, and this is to Vegapunk's message.
Mm-hmm.
So she's on the sunny. She's safe. She's bandaged up. You can see her bandages.
Has at last been told to the world just now.
No.
Hey, what are you doing? Shoot us off. No, you're
No,
not going yet. That horse Gramps is going to attack us again. That's exactly why we can't leave. I understand that your ship can accelerate to fly at the distance of a kilometer, but if you manage to reduce the run-up speed at all, which is what he plans on doing, it looks.
Yeah, your horizontal projection distance drops. It's a northward wind that will reduce your lift, and according to my calculations, the ship will crash on hard ground without reaching the water, as long as you don't get rid of that old geezer.
Huh? And then
We have
cut to
Atlas.
Alice
She just freaking
punched
beats
the
Lilith into the
shit out of
ground.
Lilith. Yeah.
Why
Huh?
did you do
Atlas?
that, Wait. Why did you do that to Lilith?
Yeah, she's punched the absolute shit out of Lilith. Take care
I
of
mean,
Lilith.
she is Wrath.
Why? I'll remove the obstacle. Huh?
Oh no,
What do you
Atlas is
mean?
going toe to toe with Venus Juro.
Lilith's axis just shorted out. Lilith. Only Atlas is left. Nami yelling at Zoro, take Lilith
Oh,
inside.
I see why she bashed her into the ground. I'm calling this right now. She temporarily shorted out Atlas's circuit, so York would think that only Atlas was left.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
That's something that a Vegapunk would think of, especially the Wrath one.
And Atlas jumps off. Let's get going. What? Are you sure, Jinbei? We regret now if we're too slow to act. Hit it, Brooke. As you wish. No,
Coup
they hit a
day.
burst.
We don't get the burst yet.
Not yet,
We
but we
get
see
Lilith.
Atlas's arm.
Yeah, Atlas's arm chopped
Get
off
cut
by
off.
Venus Journo, and it seems like she is not slowing him down at all.
Wait, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Activates her weird
Her
jetpack.
dom shoes.
Yep. And then there's the burst.
Burst.
Ooh.
I can
Ooh.
only pray that this message has made it safely out to the world at large.
Whoa, what's
Wait,
happening?
no,
Fire
remember the part
Saturn?
that shorted out a couple chapters ago?
Yep. I don't know if necessarily that his message got interrupted, but
Well, we didn't hear it. We didn't see it.
Um. Oh my God, I can't. Hold on, I got distracted by looking at the next couple of panels.
What's happening, Vice Admiral Hound? That huge boar, the snake, and the bird, the robot. I don't get it. I didn't hear about any of this.
Iron Robot.
Luffy.
Is that an iron? All the giants. All the giants are too.
Is that an Iron Giant?
Look at all the giant pirates.
Joy boy, I'm so happy I get to see you again.
Oh, so here's the thing I saw. People think the robot's name is Emmett, like the EMET,
It could
in the
be.
previous chapter, because all I said was remember Emmett. I don't want to think that's the case, only because why would he be telling him to remember his name?
Because what I'm thinking,
Like,
the way this Iron Giant is right now, because like he's clearly sentient.
what I want to believe it is I want to believe it's another weapon. Like, remember where this weapon is.
I doubt that
'Cause we,
because Oda is going with the celestial theme,
well, that's the thing
and all the
is
planets
we
are
don't
taken
know
up.
for all the weapons.
Yeah, Pluton, Pluto, Uranus, Uranus, and Poseidon, Neptune. Then you have the five Gorosei. You have I say five to Gorosei. That's me saying five, five. You have the Gorosei, which take up the five elder planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. You have Luffy, which is the sun. You have possibly Emu being the Earth, or just the planet being the planet itself, and then Blackbeard either being the moon or the cosmos of space.
See, it's just I just don't think the robot's name is Emmett, only because it just doesn't make sense to me. Why would the robot didn't remember its name, like of all things?
I don't. I think there's not
Unless
enough information for it.
there's not. We can't say it's one thing or the other. So,
Yeah, and
but
the Iron Giant is like, "Hey, I'm talking
I'm
to
happy
you."
to see you again. And yeah, Luffy's just like, who? Huh? Talking to you.
It would
It'd
be
be
foolish to hear
about a
about
war.
900 years ago in the past from only one side.
You go ahead. Your enemy is my enemy. Enemy. Oh, I'm so happy I get to fight for you again, Joy Boy.
That's amazing. You can talk.
Joy Boy is in danger.
It seems
I
we
must
cannot
protect him.
end Vegapunk's speech unless we shatter this thing to pieces.
Get this ship moving. Is that thing on our side or what, Straw Hat?
Well, it says it wants to protect someone named Joy Boy. Who's that?
It's saying something? I don't hear it. What? You don't?
It's the voice of
Oh,
all things.
yeah.
It's the voice of all things.
Don't just let them sail away. Fire.
Yes, ma'am. History
History requires a multifaceted approach to understand entirely.
if
If I had if only I had more time on my side.
Quasar.
Okay, Vegapunk.
Alas, there are forces outside of my ability to stop.
It's winding up. It's gonna shoot something.
Here comes the giant fist, as Tekken would say.
Huh?
Ever since the barrage gun, anytime a big fist appears in One Piece, Tekken just goes, "Here comes the giant fist." I believe he said it was a SpongeBob reference.
Yes.
Yeah, so he always does that every time there's a big fist lined up, and of course, Iron
Look
Giant's got a
out,
big
robot. Dude, this poor robot.
face. So yeah, we got Jupiter attacking the robot, the Iron Giant, and Iron Giant seems like he's stopping him, but then gets thrown back by Jupiter's sandworm.
No, Robo. That's a 900-year-old weapon. Of course it doesn't work anymore.
Crush it between your jaws, Peter.
Stop that transmission as he jumps off of him towards the boat.
I didn't even notice
Lord,
he was on his
anywhere.
back.
I don't think he was, because if you go back to when they both show up, all right.
You
would
see
be on his back.
Warkery and Jupiter. You don't see Saturn at all. Then all of a sudden, Saturn's leaping off Jupiter's.
Oh,
No, he
no,
jumped
look.
over. He jumped from behind him.
I think he jumped onto him and then off of him because if you
Yeah.
look, he's running on the water next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Kuma,
So then we have
Bonnie.
Saturn landing on the giant's ship. You're not going anywhere. Kuma, Bonnie. Then you have Sanji looking up. Is that the Sunny? And is that hang on tight going down? Wait a second. Are we even gonna make it? And then we go back to Atlas and Venus Juro. You would sacrifice yourself? And
Nope.
Atlas just goes, nope, extra service on the house, and self-destructs. That's the only thing I can think it is.
And then the next page. Oh man.
As we get
25
basically a
years ago.
three-quarter spread.
Yeah.
25 years ago.
Just got the pirate Gold D. Roger. That's it. We're
completed-
gonna make it. Completed an unprecedented tour of the entire world. What was that? It kind of like Atlas, and what he and his crew heard. Atlas is gone. Now the only Dr. Favorite book left in the world is little old me. Not yet.
No, not yet.
Unless
Not
the
while
Devils in
Stella
Babylon.
continues to babble on.
Yes, of course. We'll stop it at once.
Uh-oh. I'm all rusty. Joy
Ooh.
Boy, you said when the time is right. I think this counts. I'm gonna use it, okay?
We're likely the purest voices of the past. In conclusion, as I'm sure you've all surmised by now, my view of our future is thus.
Wait, what?
Wait,
What does he
what does
mean?
he mean?
Gold D.
Yeah, because didn't he lie about his name too? Didn't he call himself Gold
Yeah,
Roger?
he called himself Gold Roger. All of his wanted posters said Gold Roger.
Yeah, because no one knew.
Only the crew, Shaka, because it's Rayleigh's wife,
Mm-hmm.
and Luffy's crew, and Shanks, of
Know
course.
his name
Shanks and Buggy.
is Gold D. Roger.
Yeah, Garp knows it.
Ooh.
Garp,
Yeah.
and, Garp and Sengoku knew it. And that's the end. That's the end of chapter.
Yeah.
We don't know what the Iron Giant's going to use, and we really don't know what, other than the fact that the world's going to flood again. We don't know what else Vegapunk is thinking, and it seems like Atlas succeeded in fooling York and the Gorosei with her stunt with Lilith. I am actually happy that Lilith is the surviving one. I wish Shaka would have been alive, though. Shaka was without a doubt my favorite.
Oda cooked once more. I also find it
Yeah.
interesting his story parallels her own. Yeah.
Oda definitely cooked again. I haven't finished the JJK chapter for this week. I haven't started the Kagurabachi one for this week. But I doubt they're living up to that. There's no way they're living up to that. Add her to the list. Atlas died smiling.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. Someone says if the switch makes it seem that Lilith is dead, doesn't that mean she no longer is connected to the records? Which I don't think she's no longer connected. It's just that her status blipped. Like her status of being kicked kind of like turned off for the time being, but when she turns back on, she's gonna have access again.
Yeah, kinda.
Because I don't think York is gonna have all the knowledge Vegapunk has because she disconnected herself from the network.
She can reconnect herself though.
She could, yeah.
But we don't know how
we don't know
how the brain we don't know what's gonna happen with the brain fruit.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen with Vegapunk's brain? Is the brain fruit gonna stay as long as one of the satellites are alive? We don't know.
So here's the thing, because Vegapunk's main body died.
As far as we know.
Still, oh yeah, and the brain is still very clearly
working,
functioning.
But the thing is like he was alive without his brain in his actual body as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that as long as the brain is intact, it's going to be fine.
Vegapunk figured out how to do soul transference. What if
Also
this
true.
Stella was actually a satellite this whole time?
Yeah, could very well be.
That would make a lot of sense. And Vegapunk's like entire being is in the brain. A lot of questions, Oda.
Absolutely.
There's no break next week, which is good.
Thank God, yeah.
But nothing really got answered.
No, and hopefully we will get answers next time.
Hopefully we'll get at least one answer.
Yeah.
Because there's hundreds probably close to 1,000 questions.
There's probably a million questions that could be asked. Only some will ever get answered.
Yeah. But that's all for us. Make sure you leave a comment down below what you thought of the chapter and what you think is going to happen next week. Oda's been getting really good about the way he leaves his chapters off, where it leaves us guessing like what can possibly happen next chapter. Yeah, let us know what you think. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out the links in the description below. If you need yourself some energy, grab yourself some Rogue Energy with our link in the description, or just go to rogueenergy.com and use the code TheMadness5 at checkout to get yourself 5% off your order. And if you don't need energy, we got hydration. They got hydration formulas too. You got anything else you want to add?
No, nothing I can think of.
I'm thinking of using a different outro phrase for One Piece now.
What are you thinking?
Journey forth to become king of the pirates. Monkey, monkey! Monkey!